How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. We are going to go over the earnings for this week, and there are a couple companies that are left off this list. There are a couple companies we need to talk about, and I want to tell you what I am expecting from some of these companies and what I would love to buy if we see a dip in. Now, there are a lot of companies this week that are big, like retail names, a lot of them that you see in a lot of videos here on YouTube. This is going to be a very pivotal week, I think, for a lot of people that, watch YouTube content and then make informed decisions on that content, from Workhorse to AMC to Fubo, Coinbase, Neo, Hyliion, Palantir, Tattooed Chef, SoFi, Walt Disney. There are a lot of companies in here that, like I said, are big retail favorites. I want to walk you through it again, give you my thoughts and opinions on it. Now, if you guys don't mind hitting the like button, I really appreciate that. I will try to keep this pretty short and concise. Also, if you guys want, there is a link underneath the video to try out Webull. It really does help out the channel when you guys do sign up and deposit $100 on there. If you haven't tried it already, I really suggest just trying it out. Also, there is a link down there to BlockFi to get an interest rate on cryptocurrency. Crypto is doing incredibly well right now. A huge weekend, huge last couple weeks with Bitcoin going up over 50%. So if you guys want to try that out, heck, if you don't even want to buy crypto, you can try out the stablecoin and you can get 7.5% on that platform for BlockFi. So we start off Monday pretty strong before the market opens with Workhorse, the trade desk. Now, I don't invest in the trade desk. I really don't know too much about it, honestly. But we have a Workhorse. I used to cover that a lot. We have Berkshire Hathaway, which is one of the top companies in the world. Like, it's one of those ones that you kind of forget about being a massive player, and then you look and they're a multi-$100 billion company and they grow so steadily. It's one of those ones that, you always want to put money in, but there's always a flashier company out there that has more upside. But Berkshire is just chugging along, just getting great 10% return every single year. Now, maybe that's not your cup of tea. Maybe you can outperform that. But Berkshire is always one that if you can get it on a dip, it's a pretty safe company to invest in. Then after the bell, we have AMC. Obviously, that has been the talk of YouTube, the talk of the investment community here for several months, if not more like 6 or 7 months. I don't think that their earnings is really going to matter too much to the AMC apes, right? Maybe the future of their company, if they announce anything really cool, maybe that will hype them up even more, but I'm not expecting very good earnings from AMC. People aren't in it because it's valued at whatever market cap it's in now. They're playing it because of the narrative and because of potential kind of arbitrage of the system. Then we have Callaway Golf. Could be an interesting one, especially with people going out this summer, right? Getting back to, I'm assuming most people golfed anyways during the pandemic, but again, a nice way to get out of the house. So I'm assuming they've done quite well. Then Tuesday, we don't have really too much pre-market. We have Nanox. I know a lot of people were excited about that, kind of a biotech play. Fubo TV, though, it's one that I've covered. I have a very small position. It's one of my smallest positions, but I bought and I've held it for months. This one rode all the way up to $60, then back down to 17 or 20 or something like that. It's a streaming play, but the upside is the gambling side of it. Then we have Coinbase. There could be some really good earnings coming out of Coinbase too. The reason I say that is Voyager Digital recorded massive revenues. They grew revenues 65% from the previous quarter. Now, you might not know what they are. They're a smaller company, a much smaller company than Coinbase, but Coinbase doesn't really have high expectations. If we look here, they're actually expected to be significantly under in earnings per share what they were last quarter. So instead of $3.05, they're expecting $2.57. So not very high expectations there relative to what it was before. And I realized that there was a lot of volume, and crypto pumped all the way up to 65 or 64,000. Bitcoin pumped up to 64,000 in the first quarter. But I would not be surprised if they beat this number, because there's a lot of volatility back in April and May. Now, I realize that trading actually went down a little bit the last couple months, but now it's starting to pick up again. So the reason I say that I think they might outperform is Voyager Digital grew 65%. Now, they are marketing like crazy. They are much quicker growing than Coinbase, but it would strike me as odd that Voyager would grow 65% and Coinbase would fall 20% in EPS. Now, I realize that this is bottom line, not top line, but that would seem really odd to me. So we have Coinbase. If I would not be surprised if it pumped up a little bit beforehand or even after. I think people are going to realize, hey, they're still going to have years and years of good earnings, right? Even though there will be a race to the bottom where people aren't paying the fees that they're paying now, people are still paying them now. People are still going to pay out their butt to buy cryptos right now, especially when they think, a dollar here, dollar there doesn't matter when Bitcoin's going up to whatever, or they're trying to get out of Bitcoin or whatever. Then we have Hyliion. Definitely was a retail favorite for a while. I don't really know too many people that are heavily invested in Hyliion right now. I don't think I really ever had a position in them. I might have had a few shares at one point, but I know a lot of people are interested in NIO as kind of the backup to Tesla, like the little brother of Tesla that is all electric. But a lot of people are worried of China right now, right? They're worried about just the relationship between the Chinese government and the U.S. government and investing in Chinese stocks right now. There's always been a little bit of fear of that, but I'd say fear is pretty near peak right now with regulations from the Chinese government. Then we have Opendoor, eBay, a couple other ones that people probably have some dollars in. Clover, I know a lot of people are excited in Clover. Blink, Lordstown. Lordstown could fall into penny stock category or territory here soon. Then we have Palantir. Palantir is before the open on Thursday. Could be interesting. One that actually isn't on here too that I should cover on Wednesday, Matterport. I would love to pick up Matterport. If you don't know what Matterport is, I did a full video on it this week. It's a really exciting opportunity. It's been called the stock of the decade. Motley Fool is very bullish on it. I'm bullish on it. What they're doing right now, I think it's almost a little bit before its time, but it's growing into what it's supposed to do. It's a 3D spatial scanning company. So you can use your phone and you can get a 3D scan of your house. It's going to be really important moving forward, in my opinion. So that is on Wednesday. Also, again, though, we have Palantir. A lot of people are excited about that. It's still a lofty valuation on Palantir, but it is a high margin business. Veru, biotech company, I believe. So it's been a long time since I've looked at Veru. Then we have Walt Disney, a company that I really like. It's just one of those solid companies that I don't plan on selling anytime soon, unless it went up to $250 or $300 a share. I don't plan on selling Disney. They have different parts of their business that are good throughout the pandemic. They're good when we're not in a pandemic. Of course, they are bleeding a lot from their parks, but their streaming has been growing now. It grew a little less recently. So I think a lot of people got their services and then started to slow down. But we have Airbnb, another company that I wouldn't mind, at a 10% discount. Honestly, I don't think they have much competition, right? There's one other competitor in the space, and then there are hotels, but Airbnb, I think, is the top of the line for what it does. Then we have SoFi, which has been being pumped up a little bit because of Robinhood. Then we have Tattooed Chef. Definitely a retail favorite. That is my top holding. People ask me why it's my top holding. There's so many different reasons. Quickly growing industry, growing revenue quickly. So many new SKUs. They're innovating very quickly. Good cash position. They aren't as expensive as their competitors. So there are a lot of reasons to like Tattooed Chef. I like their products too. So you have that. And then we have Lion Electric. So this is another electric company I know a lot of people are excited about or were excited about. But that pretty much wraps it up. You can see there are a lot of retail favorites between people that were interested in Workhorse, AMC, some Fubo and Coinbase, NIO. We have Matterport. A lot of people are excited about that. Palantir, SoFi, Tattooed Chef. Again, just a lot of things that people like. Should be an interesting week. A lot of these still don't have a lot of big money in them. Like a lot of these smaller cap stocks that are just retail favorites. But definitely could be some shakeups in companies like NIO and Palantir that have a little bit more money behind them. Walt Disney the same way. But let me know your thoughts on this down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for hitting the like button and checking out the links to Webull and BlockFi, and I will see you in the next video.